We're following breaking news tonight out of Henrico. One man is dead after a fire broke out this morning at a home on Aeronca Avenue.
8 News reporter Madison Moore spoke with his next door neighbor of 20 years. She's live now near the scene to give us all the details. Madison.
And Madison, what are neighbors saying about this tragic fire?
Well, Eric, Deanna, yes, guys, as we said, Thanksgiving is just a few days away, and for something like this to happen is just a tragedy. Now, I spoke with neighbors and Henrico Fire today who tell me the area where this happened, it's usually pretty quiet, and the only word that comes to mind is shocking.
You could smell smoke this morning. It's kind of crazy that this has happened. You never expect something like this.
A neighbor reacting tonight after this house caught fire on Aeronca Avenue in Henrico just before 10:45 this morning, leaving one man dead. Trinity Barnett lives right next door and just got home for Thanksgiving break. She tells me she was home when the fire broke out.
My neighbor from over there came knocking on the door and was like, "Come outside, like you need to see what's going on."
Crews responded to the scene after a neighbor called 911. When they got inside, they found a small fire in the front of the house, containing it in under 10 minutes. But they found a man in his 50s dead in a room nearby. Officials confirming he died as a result of the fire.
Whether he was in the fire room at the time of the fire, we just don't know yet.
Barnett tells me she's been neighbors with him her whole life and says she hopes the family can bounce back from this.
Anytime we would see them in the front yard, we always said hi, we always chatted. You know, his daughter and I used to talk when we were younger.
Barnett is the one who called the man's daughter, telling her what was happening.
I was glad I at least could be here to help in the way that I could, but I wish there was more I could have done. I was talking to the daughter like when she got here, and I know she's extremely upset, and I can't imagine being in that position myself, and so it's just kind of somber.
The man lived in the home with another woman, but luckily she was not in the house when the fire broke out. Henrico Fire Marshal Henry Rosenbaum says the home is not a complete loss, since the fire was contained inside and didn't spread to the outside of the house, and tells me it also had a working smoke detector.
It's a very positive thing because there's many fires that we go to that do not have working smoke alarms. And when we say working, it's one thing to have a smoking alarm, but then the other thing is to have it working.
Now officials tell me they're still waiting to release the man's name until all his family is notified, and that it should take a few more days to determine what the cause of the fire was. Well, live in Henrico tonight, Madison Moore, 8 News.